So, starting the new year with a bit of a surprise. So always been wanting my own sort of set of wheels, shall we say. And I'm going something a bit different. So, you see what it says on the key. We'll walk towards it now. You ready? Say hello to this little car, which is my Mazda MX-5. So, as of filming, I've had it a day, and I picked it up for 1,500 quid from a fella not too far away, and it was really lovely, and yeah, needs a bit of work, which we'll run through today, what it needs doing and everything, but this is going to be a project car that you guys are also going to see. So you will see the steps we take to building this car to how I want it to look, so it'll be fun. So we'll run through what needs doing in a second, but do you want to have a look at it?
Right, go on then. Right. Go on then.
So, this is the engine, which I think is standard. Has strut brace fitted. I think that massive air filter and all the wiring is a bit upgraded. So 1.6 originally came out with just 89 horsepower. It's not the fastest car in the world, but I will tell you it sounds wicked, and we'll come on to that later. That is one repair that I think needs doing, which is the radiator. I think it might be on its way out. So we'll probably get that changed anyway. It's a cheap fix, you might as well do it. Good little car. Yeah, it's definitely got more power. Those leaves, they're gonna go. We are going to give it a big clean later in the week when it's a bit warmer. We're gonna go to Whole Foods and buy all the stuff. Oh, sugar. Putting this down's ours. Yeah. Does that go there?
Yeah, there we go. And lower.
There you go. Just give it a bit
Clicks
of a push. So yeah, there are a few bits. Windscreen does have a chip in it somewhere. Yeah. Over there, we're gonna get that treated. There's a bit of condensation down there. We'll give that a bit of a clean. We can put some rag under that. Wind mirrors could do with a bit of a tidy up, but yeah, all right. I mean, it just needs a bit of a tidy. You can see there is a bit of rust around here. That is the sort of only bit of rust really. There is a little bit around the sills, but in general, not too bad I don't think. And definitely there's no holes in the arches, so it's in good nick really. It has had its brakes and pads done, so fresh as a daisy. It's also, you might be able to just see some really fancy coilovers in there. It's had some good suspension upgrades. We'll probably get a better shot at the front, to be honest. So it's not doing too bad. Bit of paintwork, just needs a tidy up. I mean, I don't know how it comes up on camera, but in reality it does look a bit mucky, but it's just because it really needs a good clean. The lacquer is peeling in some places, but yeah, it just needs, I could just do with going over, to be honest. That is the party piece, which we will cold start it soon, so you can hear the roar of its engine, because it does sound pretty sick. I think that is the only sort of dent in the car there, which you just tidy that up, you won't be able to see it. But there's paint here need doing. A little tiny speck of rust on the bottom here, just on the sills, so there's nothing serious really. It will go. That's a minor scuff, it isn't a dent.
I think these are more to do with all the sanding that then later takes
so
place here.
This is the big reason why it was quite cheap. It's because this entire panel needs painting, but it has been sanded. It's really lovely and smooth. So this is all going to have to get painted. We could probably do this bit in filler pen. What's it called? Not filler, as in touch-up pens. Yeah. Just do that in touch-up pen all the way across there. To be honest, this entire bit would need a spray. We can get, as long as we know the colour, we can probably spray it ourselves. Yeah. This bit I might get professionally done to colour match, but I'm not sure yet. I'm considering other things. This little tow rope my mates hate, so because they hate it, I'm going to keep it because to annoy them. Had this sort of front fitted with the air filter, which doesn't work unless the lights are down, because you can't get into the engine otherwise. But it does work. They do work when the lights are down, I think. So yeah, it's in pretty good nick overall. Knocked the bottle of water over. Wheels, these are not obviously standard, as you can clearly see, so they will get changed. We also didn't have a spare, so.
Right, and special part of an MX-5, so Mk1.
There you go. That's the lights for you. They do work.
Yeah.
And yeah. So interior then. Ignore the beep. That's the immobiliser. It's in pretty good nick. It just needs a bit of hoover. Seats could do with a bit of a clean. There are a few rips and tears, but it is 26 years old. You don't have to bear that in mind. It's 27 in May, so it is getting on a bit. Obviously, this is all really nicely carpeted. The reason this is down is because it leaks and it's drying out. Unfortunately, that is one of the repairs that we're going to have to do. We'll run through what the first repairs are and what the first modifications will be very soon. You see the rubbers here, the white, that could just do with a bit of tidying. The rubbers actually are in quite decent nick, to be honest. I don't think they need doing. Not yet anyway. So it's in good nick overall. See, I've added these are mine that I've put in, just Mazda branded things. We are going to do a few Mazda branded things, so we're going to get some nice new carpets, probably do the seatbelt holders, seatbelt covers in Mazda brand. Just a few touch-ups.
You can ignore stickers. Stickers are something that we're trying to get through. Just the ones on the
There are two stickers here that I'm keeping, which Jack will show you in a second.
Yes.
They're quite funny. You can see that obviously you might be able to see the outline of where some stickers were.
Yeah.
Because
Just like
previous owners.
these will all go obviously once once the thing gets a clean.
Oh, also, we'll say this most important bit: manual gearbox, but it is an improved, up-rated gearbox. It's dead smooth and lovely. Had a brand new clutch pistons as well. Momo steering wheel, which it is what it come with, but I like the steering wheel. It's nice. So it's actually had quite a lot done, to be honest. You want to see if you can show the coilovers from the front?
Yep.
Might be a better shot. So obviously that's one thing it has had done. You might be able to see just behind the wheels, but I'm not sure. It might be quite difficult to see them.
Yeah, I think,
So it has had
I think they're even more difficult from here. But,
can you not get under here?
I can stick the camera.
You can see it's sharp.
Oh, hold on, I can see it up there. Hold on.
It's quite difficult to see. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. It's above the wheel, not through the wheel.
To be honest, it's lovely and smooth, lovely and
Yeah.
comfortable until you go over some potholes and then it's quite stiff. Which means, but having stiff suspension means it'll handle well. So, to be honest, it is all straight. I mean, the panel gaps aren't terrible. I mean, that is a bit. It's not perfect, but it's what it is, isn't it? Right. Should we do it?
Go on then.
We can't
Right.
start it.
Indeed.
Do this.
There we go.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, listen to that, innit? That is.
Is it smoking or alright?
No, well, it wasn't initially on the starter, but I don't know if that's just because of the cold.
Idling alright though.
That's it. Whoa.
That's
And it bloody smells
the
brilliant.
smell.
Wow. That is
So
amazing.
that's its idle. It's about 800 RPM that. So you can imagine what it sounds like when you go to 7 and a bit thousand. Whew. Smells like an old motorcycle.
That's it.
I don't know whether it would pass an emissions test, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, it's passed all of its previous ones without
Yeah.
exhausting it, so it's fine. It's just a bit loud. Yeah, I have driven it, I will say, and
Yep.
it's brilliant. That won't come for quite a while though on the channel.
Yeah.
We'll run through what's going to come first. So,
Yeah.
obviously, that wing is the first,
Yeah.
one of the first things that I'll do to it. It's one of the first sorts of visual things that I'm going to do. But next time you see it, it'll look a lot better because it'll have had a proper polish and a clean.
Yeah.
It'll have had some of this touched up.
Yeah.
Had this probably done. It'll have had all these done. So to be honest, it won't look too bad when you next see it. It does need a few touch up and a big professional polish and some T-cut and some bits and bobs inside and some back to blacking. It will look very good when it's done next. Main priorities: radiator.
Yeah.
That's going to get done. Roof, which is here, which you haven't seen it with it up, or you've not done it up yet. Going to leave the interior to dry. That's the main priority. So we're going to get one of these and the radiator. What else needs doing? The paint and other R that needed doing. There's 3 R's: roof, radiator. Can't remember the other one that was now. Anyway, doesn't need a lot doing.
Yeah.
I can't. What was the other one? Applications then. People have said,
Yep.
oh, what's the first mod you're going to do? It's hard. I think I'm going to do an interior mod. So you can see where this whole sticker is here we're trying to take off. These dials, I'm going to get some white background dials. So they're black at the minute, but just to lift the interior up a little bit because it's black, I'm going to get those. Now you will notice this is a basic MX-5, it does have the wind down windows as well. So obviously I'm going to leave that as it is, but I want to try and make the interior as nice and sort of more higher spec as possible. Which I think will be very nice to do. So we're definitely going to do that. Other mods, well, the exhaust is done. Probably just some engine ones. I want to see if we can lift the power up a little bit. I will put it on a dyno sometime in 2022, which is this year, where this video is. So I will put it on the dyno, see how much it's producing, if this one's close to me. And we're going to try and target around 130 horsepower, which is what a 1.8 has.
Yeah, okay.
So it will be properly rapid. Definitely going to change these wheels. Don't know what I'm getting yet. Might get some sort of like slightly bigger rims, make it look a bit cooler. Sort of engine work. Manifold needs painting because it's a bit mucky at the minute. I don't really know. I'll sort of cross the bridge of the modification stage when it comes to it. But it's had a lot done, so there's not really much more that I need to do. I sort of want to keep it as original to its condition now as it is as possible. It just needs tidying up. So whatever needs doing, we'll get done. And I'm going to budget about 1,500 quid to make it how I want it to look. You will see there are little bits of paint there. That's a bit of filler there, so that's going to need going over. So yeah, just needs a bit of a tidy, doesn't it? I mean, 1,500 quid. It's not bad. I could have done worse, and I've bought one that's relatively rust free as well. So there are little tiny bits of rust around the arches. Who gives a toss? When I saw that, I was like, that is just car acne. That's what teenagers get. Just a bit of acne. Bit across the bottom there, but there's no holes in it. I may well paint that. I might have that painted red, but I don't know, I like it black. I think it looks alright, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not looking too bad.
That's it.
But I'm looking forward to sharing the journey with you lot. You're going to see Jack probably as a regular face, also filming. But you're going to see him as a regular face, probably cleaning it and helping me and this, that, and the other. And hopefully some of the other lads are going to come around and have a look. So we'll probably see some people around. But anyway, next time we see it, it will be tidied up. Probably going to be a couple of weeks, maybe even a month till you next see it. But if you want regular updates, go on my Instagram, links in the description below. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And from me and the MX-5, right there.